What is up, guys? It is finally the day we get to set up this new planted tank. We get to plant it, fill it up, and everything. This is probably the day I've been waiting for a long time. I don't know if you guys have been waiting for it as well. If you guys didn't like this series, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I'll put it in the top corner. But today is finally the day where I finally get to set up the tank. But without further ado, let's start setting it up. So guys, my weapon of choice for this tank is these Aqua Vitro scissors. Now, first plant we're going to be planting is Micranthemum Monte Carlo. If you guys haven't checked out the video on selecting plants and preparing them, I'll put a link to that right now, top corner. If you haven't watched it already, go watch it and then come back and watch this video. Or I'll also put one at the end of the video for you to check out. But without further ado, let's get this turned into little clumps to get planting. So Monte Carlo is a medium difficulty plant. It is a foreground plant and it is a carpeter. So this will kind of cover up the whole front area of my aquarium. I don't think I'm going to spray the soil. If I'm having difficulty with planting, I'll go back and spray it. But I've got quite a bit of this stuff. I used an in vitro culture. But yeah, I'm just going to continue planting it and give you guys a couple updates on what it's looking like after I get quite a bit planted. But you can kind of see where I'm going with it. I'm just kind of carpeting it along the front of the tank. This will give me a real nice carpet effect, and yeah, should look nice when it's grown in, if it grows in, because it is a bit difficult, a bit of a more difficult plant, but I should hopefully be able to grow it with the setup I've gone for with this tank. But anyways, guys, like I said, I'll get back to you guys in just a second. So this is actually as far as we got with the Monte Carlo. There is a bit of space over in this area here, but that's what this is for. I can't see it right now, but this is my Monte Carlo immerse setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim a couple of the heads of the plants and make them into little bunches and use that to fill up the last little area, and I'll keep track of the growth between the two different kind of plants, see what's better, an immerse setup that you can do on your own, or the 1-2 grows, the tropica, sorry, not tropica, this isn't tropica, the tissue culture plant. See which one turns out better, and which is a better option for your planted tank, or if they're both adequate. So there you have it. We have now planted my whole Monte Carlo carpet, but for now, I'm going to go trim some Starogyne repens and show you what I have when I'm done trimming them. So I'll be back in just a second. So I have grabbed the S repens and they are ready to go. S repens is actually a much easier carpet plant than Monte Carlo I have found in the past. So if Monte Carlo doesn't work as a carpet in this tank, what I'll just do is I will just remove it and let the S repens move into the foreground, or go buy tissue culture for them. So you can see I am planting them over in this area. They're a very nice plant. They do get a little taller than most carpet plants, but they're much easier than most. That's why these are one of my favorite plants. I love the look of them, and they do stay green the whole time. But yeah, I'll show you guys once I've done planting them. So one thing I hate about Starogyne repens is preparing it. So what you have to do to prepare it is you have to remove all of the leaves at the bottom. So what you have to do is you have to take your stem and kind of break these off so you have somewhere for your roots to grow. Now it is super easy to accidentally break off the whole base of your stem, and that'll make it really hard to plant. So here you can see that I broke off that much of a stem, and that's just kind of wasted, you know. I have to throw that out now, and then my plant is going to have a way harder time sticking into the substrate, which Starogyne already has a hard time keeping in the substrate. That's why it's also a bit of an annoyance, but it's a beautiful plant once you get it going. And that's why I love it. Sorry about that audio. One of my earbuds fell. So here you can see a bird's eye view of what we've got so far. Monte Carlo in the front, Starogyne repens over here. And then over in this area back here, we're going to go with Gratiola viscidula, so I'll go get that now. So the preparation of this stuff is almost identical to your Monte Carlo tissue culture. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare a couple little bunches and yeah, just plant them, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. I don't really know anything about this plant. I know it's listed as a medium tech plant, so I shouldn't have too much difficulty growing it in this tank. But who knows? I'm going to go wipe the glass for you guys real quick, and then I'll continue talking. So you can see a lot better now. My dog has just left the room. She was here to help me aquascape, but she shows no interest, just like most people. I try to get into fish keeping, unfortunately. Pretty sad, you know, I cry. But anyways, I'm just preparing some more bunches, just like this. And then I'm just taking my pin sets and planting them like any other plant. So I'll show you once I've got a good amount of this stuff planted. I'm probably not going to use it all, and some is probably going to go into the 40 breeder, because I don't think I can use all this. Now, you can see how the substrate is getting kind of pushed up. Maybe you can actually. I'll zoom in a bit. But you can kind of see how the substrate's a little messy. What I do is I just take my spray bottle and spray it, and that kind of locks the substrate down into place, and that will keep my my plants held down better. But anyways, I'll get back to you guys in just a second. So we've got the Gratiola in place, and next up is the Crypticorn species Nevilli. I'm going to plant that real quick and kind of show you guys what's going on. I'm going to try to run through this video a bit quicker because I want to get the tank filled up, you know. So here is what the tank is currently looking. I have planted 3 different kinds of crypts. Crypt Nevilli, which you can see over here, and then in the background I have a mix of Crypt wendtii tropica and Crypt hudoroi. You're going to be able to see that better when I fill up the tank, but for now it's just going to be kind of a mix to look at. But anyways, now let's get on to our last couple of plants, starting off with Anubius Nana petite. So Anubius Nana petite, such a beautiful little plant. You can see it there. So easy to grow. All you have to do, take this plant, select a piece of wood or rock, and grab some super glue. I've got the super glue here. What you're going to want to do, take your super glue and then put a little bit of glue where you want to put it. So I'm going to put this one, I think right here. So you just want to put a little bit of glue. Not a lot. You don't want a lot of glue. Tiny bit. And then you just want to take your Anubius, get you guys a better view. Yeah, I think you guys can even see the glue. You want to take your Anubius by the rhizome, and you just want to stick it in place. And then that's good to go. That'll grow super easy, and I have a bunch of this stuff, so I'm going to get to planting all of it and get back to you guys in just a second. So now all that Anubius is thrown in among the rocks and wood. You can see a bunch of it up there. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Trident Java Fern, I think. So let me go get a couple bunches of them. So guys, you can see the Java Fern right in the middle. Now we're almost done. 2 more plants to go, and then I can fill up the tank. Stick around for a little bit longer, and then you'll get to see what you've been waiting for this whole time. So next up, we have Bacopa caroliniania, as well as Hygrophilia Araguaia. So this Hygrophilia Araguaia is going to give me a nice reddish color, while Bacopa caroliniania may give me a yellow or a green. So let's get these both planted, and then we can fill up the tank. So now all the plants are in the tank. This has taken so long. As you can see, I've started filling it up a bit just to make it a lot easier to plant into. This has taken forever, guys. So far I've been at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I haven't even filled up the tank yet. But let's go fill up the tank, and I'll get back to you guys once it's filled and give you guys some cinematic shots and talk about the tank a little. So guys, that does it for the scape. The tank is filled up. I think it looks really good. I took a lot of inspiration from George Farmer with this tank. I've been watching a lot of aquascaping videos, and he uses a lot of crypts, so I tried to use that in this tank. And Angel Fin supplied some amazing plants. I did have to pay for them. They didn't really supply them, but their plants are amazing, and I really think they help this scape a lot. But anyways, guys, I guess that does it for this video. Tune back in for next week where I should be doing an update on this tank. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, this was Callum's Fish Tank. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it, leave a like. And if you want to watch the series all about selecting the equipment, I'll leave it on the end screen notation. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was Callum's Fish Tanks. Peace.